Hey guys, what is going on? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to check it out. Really appreciate it. Halo Wars 2 comes out tonight. My review was my last video. Check it out if you've missed it. I think it's a pretty good game. But let's get into a topic. I don't really know what this is about. This is just me rambling because I have a couple things to say about Horizon Zero Dawn and a good game and people freaking out. I see it happen a lot. So Horizon Zero Dawn, the reviews came out today, the 20th. Comes out next week. The reviews are great. The game looks. I've always said the game looks great. It looks like a game I want to play, and I would love to get my hands on a PS4. Problem is, I don't. Money's tight as it always is. I'm trying to save money to go to E3, so I can't use. My PS4 funds are now switched over to E3 funds, but it looks like a really cool game. It looks like one that I would enjoy. So I'm not surprised it got a really good score. If you guys pay attention to what I've been saying on TXR Podcast, I've been predicting an 88 on Meta. I even had a bet with my friend Jeremy, Lone Master Who. He said it would be a 90 and above. I said be 89 and below. I took that bet. Now he owes me a game because it's an 88. But that's not really the issue here. I'm glad it's a good game, right? I'm glad Sony fans have a really good game to play. The issue is about how people freak the fuck out. And I mean that when a good game comes out from either publisher, most of the time from Sony. And this is usually what happens when Sony has a really good press conference or a really good game. Like today, all I've seen on Twitter, all I've seen on NeoGAF and other places is that, Xbox is done. I've seen, people try to tweet out and how they should fix Microsoft or what they would do differently. And it always happens, it happened with PlayStation Experience, right? You guys remember this. Sony put on a good showing at PlayStation Experience, and Xbox fans lost their minds. PlayStation fans rubbed it in too, because Sony showed off a lot of great things. They showed off Last of Us 2, and they were rubbing in like, look at all the games we played. And there are some Xbox fans who are like, who maybe feel let down that they don't maybe have enough. So they, we all know certain people switch sides, flip flop, what have you. I mean, who cares? I don't really care what you play on. I play on Xbox. I'm very upfront about that. I like the Xbox. I like the games on it. I like the controller. I like the friends on it. I like everything about Xbox. It doesn't bother me when someone plays on PlayStation. Play on whatever you want to play, and that's what I've always said. But what kind of irks me is the people who, Horizon Zero Dawn's good, and then they'll tweet me being like, you should get off the dead box. It doesn't have any exclusives or it doesn't have any games. I'm like, listen, you enjoy your PlayStation, that's great, enjoy it. I'll enjoy my Xbox. If I want to get a PlayStation, I will. I mean, currently I'm playing so many games right now, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, I've been switching between Halo Wars 2, Sniper Elite 4, For Honor, and a bunch of other indie games that I play, and we got Ghost Recon coming up soon, and, Mass Effect. I mean, there's a lot of games to play on whatever system you want to play on. The exclusive thing drives people insane. And not only like PlayStation fans, but Xbox fans. I see Xbox fans today. A friend of mine, like Len from Tick Podcast, goes on a Twitter like rampage about how things should be fixed and stuff, and it only ever happens when like something really really good or positive happens for Sony with a good game or big exclusives or a big event, and people are just like lose their minds. I don't understand this. Like, I mean, I understand maybe the people that are losing their minds are probably looking at Horizon Zero Dawn and are like, why can't I play that game on my Xbox? Why doesn't Microsoft make a game like that? I mean, it's a valid argument. I would love for Microsoft to make a game like Horizon Zero Dawn. The game looks great. It's seeming to be amazing. And I would love for Microsoft to make an exclusive game like that. And I think that has part to do with it. I think a lot of Xbox fans maybe aren't necessarily too enthused with the upcoming lineup and the fact that we don't really know much about the future of Xbox after this year's E3. I mean, because when we think about it, we don't know what's coming out in 2018. Sony's been this is their strategy, but we know what's coming for Sony for the next couple years. You know, God of War, Last of Us 2, Death Stranding. They've been very upfront with what they have to offer, mainly to build hype and things like that. But Xbox has been very low key. It's like, you know, we have these games, but people want to know now, okay, if I'm getting a Scorpio, what do I have to look forward to in 2018 and 2019 if I'm getting that system? And I think it bothers a lot of people not knowing. And I think that's where Microsoft and Sony's differences are. Like, I think that's where a lot of the angst from the Xbox community is at. Sony drops a great game, and PlayStation fans are happy, rub it into Xbox fans, whatever. It's the console war, it's childish, right? But then PlayStation fans can also point to God of War, Death Stranding, this game, that game, Neo. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many games that can point to. Well, Xbox fans, their ammunition in the console war is basically, I mean, Sea of Thieves, I guess, but nobody really knows what Sea of Thieves is. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not people don't know about the future. I mean, if Microsoft has some big new IP that they haven't unveiled yet, they, you know, like we would find out about it later. But we already know about Sony's lineup for the next couple years. So it's a weird situation. And then of course you see people like Jason Schreier, you know, writer for Kotaku. He was kind of fanning the flames today, you know, saying that, I think his tweet read, "The past 2 years have really put an end to any PS4 versus Xbox One debate. Not really a fair fight anymore. Scorpio needs to do something totally new." Fanning the flames of the console war, basically saying that there is no reason to own an Xbox One. Why would you want? Because all their first-party games are on PC. And that kind of is a valid argument if all you want to play is exclusives, right? If all you want to play is exclusives and they are on PC and you want a game on PC, yeah, I mean, I could see, okay, why would you get an Xbox? But I'm not a PC gamer. I'll never be a PC gamer. So the only way to play those games, you know, in my mind, is on Xbox One. I don't care for the PC. It's either Xbox or PlayStation for me, and right now, it's all Xbox. I used to be a PlayStation gamer, but not anymore. So you see these people, especially someone like Jason Schreier from, you know, Kotaku, fanning the flames of the console war, and I looked at his mentions, and they're ridiculous. And then you got, you know, the PlayStation fans rubbing it in. You have Xbox fans freaking out about how to fix, you know, Microsoft and what they would do if they were in charge. Like, oh, just don't make Halo anymore. Let 343 make a new IP. You know, Coalition, just don't let them do Gears anymore. Just have them make this other game. Well, bring back Fable and do this. And, oh, lock up this exclusive and lock up this exclusive. It's like, guys, while it's good to talk about those things, I just find it to be like, personally, I don't freak out. Like, if there ever came a point where I felt Xbox wasn't living up to their end of the bargain and providing me with games and great content and a great service, then I would make the switch. I almost did make the switch prior to 2013. If they didn't turn off the DRM stuff, I would have went to PlayStation 4. That's just a fact. My friends would have went too. But as for now, I mean, like I said before, there's like, 3 games that came out week on Xbox. I barely have enough time to play any of those. And I'm not saying I don't want to play Horizon Zero Dawn. Let me get this straight. I want to play that game. It looks fantastic, just like I want to play Uncharted 4 in the Uncharted series. It's just, money's tight. I want to go to E3, so I'd rather spend my money to go to E3. Maybe the Pro gets a little bit cheaper and I can buy that later, but right now E3 is my focus. I just don't understand why people lose their freaking minds. I don't get it, you know? Maybe it's because I play everything. Like, I also see this on Twitter all the time, where people are like, Xbox is dry. I mean, okay, if you're only playing exclusives, and that would go for both systems, well, maybe prior to this year for Sony, then yeah, okay, it's dry. There's really nothing to play. It's Halo Wars 2, and then who knows when the next exclusive comes out. But luckily, there's multi-platform games. So you constantly have something to play, whether it's For Honor, Sniper Elite, whether it's Ghost Recon, whether it's Resident Evil 7, there's always something to play in the systems, not including the indie games. And I understand a lot of people don't care for the indie games because some of them are bad, but some of them are actually really good, and they help fill the gaps. So I don't agree with the whole Xbox's dry thing. I don't get it. I don't understand that. And I don't get the whole freaking out thing. Like, if you want to play on PlayStation, play on PlayStation. If you want to play on Xbox, play on Xbox. If you want them both, get them both. If you want to play on PC, play on PC. And I don't really have an answer to this, and I'm kind of just talking, but it is always weird when Sony, I mean, maybe you guys disagree with me, you can say something in the comments, but it's always when Sony has something that is really good, whether it's the PSX conference or right now with Horizon Zero Dawn, seeming to be a great game, everybody flips out, PlayStation fans and Xbox fans. And it's just really weird to see. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to put out something today. It's been on my mind for a while. But yeah, so calm down, guys. Just calm the fuck down. It's video games #1. Just enjoy the games you play on the system you want to play it on. And hopefully one day I get a PS4 so I can experience Horizon Zero Dawn. But just calm down. Calm down. I'm sure Microsoft has plans on how they're going to do, in the future. I mean, I've seen people like saying Microsoft should get KOTOR as an exclusive. That would be great. KOTOR is an amazing game, but I'm sure EA would want a shit ton of money that Microsoft probably isn't willing to hand over for an exclusive of KOTOR. If they do ever make that game, I'm sure it'll be multi-platform. But anyways, I'm rambling, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you liked it, please like it. And I will, consider subscribing for more content. And I will see everybody tomorrow for a new video. Later, guys.